welcome to my channel. In this video I did a miniature painting using gouache, and this is my gouache. I know it's a lot of colours, but I don't care because I like it. These are Stay Wet palettes. I do have more gouache palettes, but I will make a video on those. And you unclick them like that, quite a lot of clicks. Look at those. And the gouache in there is wet. It does stay wet if you use it often enough. If I don't, I just mix it up a little bit. I've not had a problem. I don't get mould in it either because I use a couple of drops of clove oil in each well, and I've not had a problem at all. I use this ceramic little mixing thing that I've got here. You can see that I've been actively using that. That works well because, well, where am I going to mix anything? I can't anyway, so I'm going to have a separate thing anyway. And these are the colours that I have. If you wanted to pause the video, have a look. I think I will show you a closer look on these anyway. So let me show you how I did this. It didn't take very long. Well, it shouldn't do because, well, it's just a teeny tiny painting. I actually quite enjoyed it. At one point I did think, oh god, shall I start again? But I finished it and I'm happy with it. So let me show how I did that. So here's a closer look of the materials. So this is the one gouache palette, and this one is the second one that I use. Lovely colours there. And if you want to pause the video, these are the names of the colours that I'm using, and they're all Winsor & Newton. And this is the little pad that I use as well. It's for watercolours. So while you're watching me painting here, I will tell you how I got into art in the first place. So it started off when I was a child. I loved art and crafts when I was a child. I used to play games with my sister, but everything else was art and craft. I did have a tin pram, but I didn't have any dolls because I hated them. But I used to push my art supplies around in it. And as I got older, I was drawing and painting. I used to knit and crochet, but as I was getting older, it was becoming more art and less craft. Every time there was something new, I wanted to have a go with it. And then when I got to senior school, I did a GCSE art and I really enjoyed that. Then, you know, as you get older, you start becoming, you know, want to go out with your friends, and I was into a lot of sports as well. So it felt like I think I sort of stopped creating, and I was just more out partying, socialising, sports competitions. And then in my 30s, I had my son. And then you're busy working, looking after a child in your house. Still no art. And then my child was a toddler when they start picking up crayons and things. So I'd sit up the table with them, and you know, like you do, you help them how to hold it and how to draw and do things. And as he got a little bit older, I thought, oh, maybe I could do a little bit of drawing for him so he could colour them in. I'm sure I've got a thick black felt somewhere, just so he's got some thick lines, so he can colour within that. So I did these drawings, like a clown's face, a house, a banana, an apple, a little train, a little person. And my partner came home from having a walk down the town, and he's like, oh, what is he up to? I said, he's doing some colouring. Oh, well, where did you get these from? I thought, I drew them. Oh, really? I was like, yeah. Oh, I didn't know that you could draw. I thought, yeah, I can. I actually used to do it quite a lot as a child. I actually love art. Oh, maybe I should get back into it. So I went upstairs and thought, what do I have? And pulled out some oil pastels and thought, oh, how do I use these? And looked on YouTube, and I thought, oh, right, okay. Started playing with those, and that was it. Everything started happening. I started buying other art supplies. I'd have a go at these. I'll have a go at that. And it was all very exciting for me. And also I would play with some of those with my son as he was growing up a bit, but he's not into art like I am. He prefers to build and make things, more of the craft side, which is absolutely fine. He can be into whatever he wants to do and whatever makes him happy. And then I've pretty much been carrying on doing my art. I've been getting a lot better, learning new things, not just painting, or I've been doing soft pastels and dry brush techniques with oils, colouring pencils, like really nice colouring pencil drawings, because I just have to have a go at everything, because you never know what you really like until you actually have a go at doing it, and then you'll find the preference of, actually I prefer to play with these more because I find these more comfortable to work with. At the moment I do have a favourite. I do like my pan pastels and my pastel pencils. I really do enjoy those, but I still want to play with other mediums, just to, so I don't get bored. And you never know, I might find that I'm really good with another medium. This one's gouache. I like gouache, but if you do this in a different medium, it's going to look different as well. So I find that fascinating, that you do something in a different medium, it looks completely different. So I feel like I'm never going to get bored. I do sometimes wonder that, because I never went to college to do art, and I don't know if I've missed out on anything or not. So everything that's on my YouTube channel, what you see me do, I've taught myself basically. So I don't know probably my art would have been a lot different, or, if I did go to college. But I don't think I will now because, well, I'm getting too old and I don't really want to be doing stuff like that. It would be nice to, go to a group or something maybe, but they're always during the day when you're at work, so there's nothing I could do about that. And then, it sounds like that my son really has inspired me to get back into art. And it's also my son's inspired me to start the YouTube channel as well, because I got into a habit of watching YouTube a lot with art to see if there's anything else new out there that I could try and have a go at. And plus I've got some lovely art friends now that I join with now and then and talk to. So it's like a nice little community, really, a hobby that you choose. I feel quite lucky because as I get older, I've got this type of hobby that I could probably do until I can't do it, I guess. It still fascinates me and keeps me happy. And that's the whole point, really, to be happy in what you're doing. As long as you're, having fun doing what you're doing, you don't always have to be like, oh, this is not great, this is not a perfect painting, I'm just going to throw it away. But no, if I'm not happy with what I'm creating, I want to finish it, because you never know how it's going to land up, and also you get that extra practice in by just carrying on anyway. So, and then you get to move forward as well. You'll have to let me know in the comments if this resonates with any of you, or anything that you've got into, or inspired by somebody. And I'd be interested to know. I'd like to read the comments and reply to those. Also, I never run out of ideas. Well, I haven't yet, because when I'm creating one piece, I'm already thinking about what I want to create next. I'll be like, oh, I really want to play with those open acrylics. I'd like to, and I'm already thinking about it and writing stuff down, but I'm already painting something else. And then, I'd be like, oh, I wouldn't mind doing a lion, the male lion, because they're my favourite big cats. I think they're awesome. I've not done one of those yet. I thought, I'd like to do that in my my soft pastels. That would be fun. And I have to list all these down because I don't want to forget that I want to do them. So I list them all down, and so I've got something to do. I mean, I'm finishing this painting here, and already in my mind, I know what I want to do next. I want to play my pastels next, my soft pastels. So that's what I'm going to do. I want to do a little puppy portrait, actually. And then straight after that, I want to do this kitten with really fluffy fur. And I want to play with my open acrylics. I've only ever done one painting with those. I want to do a landscape with those, and it's just going on and on. I just write them down because I want to do all of these. But when I'm working on a current piece, I don't rush it because I want to enjoy the process. I don't want to, I want to hurry up and finish this because I can't wait to play with something else. I enjoy it, and I like to listen to music or podcasts, or sometimes Disney music, actually, because it's quite upbeat, and it keeps you relaxed, and just enjoy. I mean, I've just literally come up with another idea while I was just talking about that. I might even make a video of me trying an art supply that I'm not actually very familiar with. Have a go with it, and if it fails, it doesn't matter, and then I could show, how I just push forward, even if it becomes an utter mess, but how I just sort of carry on with it, and see what happens. I mean, if you're interested in me doing a video like that, let me know in the comments. In the meantime, I better write it down so I don't forget. Oh, I know what I haven't tried yet. Oil pastels on a canvas. Write that down then. So that's my little story, how I got into art. If you enjoyed my little story, could I have a thumbs up, please? And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. So I thought I would talk about my little painting that I'm doing here. I am painting from a photo reference which I took myself. This area here is, I walk across this path every day in my lunch hour when I'm at work. And this particular day, the sun was just coming through and I just thought it was really pretty with all these shadows and bright highlights. I mean, that's what makes a good picture, really, the highlights and the darks. If I feel inspired by something that I see, I like to take a couple of photos of it, just so I can paint them later. But what I really should try and do is paint from life. I think it would be a good lesson for me to do. I haven't really tried it that much. I've tried it a little bit, but I think I need to do more of that. So as long as it doesn't keep raining though, because here in the UK, all it does is rain and grey clouds and windy, and we could have, like, in one day it could be hailstones, wind, rain, snow, sunny, and you just never know what you're getting. So you can imagine me standing outside painting. I've just got an image of me holding on to my canvas or whatever I'm holding on to. You know, my hat blows off and my rain, then, you know, I get rain all over my painting, and I'll come away bruised and battered with a muddy painting. Oh no, I'm not making it up, but it's just funny what I'm just looking at right now. But if it's a nice sunny day and you know it's going to be warm, you've got to check the weather first, and then go out there and see what I want to paint and give that a go. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. But I don't think I will record it though, because to start off with, I don't really want to draw attention to myself, because then I'm going to have people come up to me and then I'm going to get nervous, and then I'm just going to probably run away. So I'll have to like hide somewhere or something, or maybe stay at home and draw something from life at home first and get used to something that way. We'll see. You got to try it, hey? Got to try it. No, I'm definitely going to go out. I will go out. But I'll tell you what I've been seeing every day. When I go to work and I like to bike to work, leave my car at home, I keep passing this post box, and behind the post box, it's got this sort of a tree that's been trimmed down, but I mean it's really short. It's about the same height as the post box, and I keep thinking, oh, I'd like to paint that, but I'm just waiting for the leaves to grow on it because it's naked right now. And I thought, yeah, wait until the leaves grow on it and the sun is shining. I'll take a photograph of it, but I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea for me to sit there in front of this post box drawing or painting it, because the person that lives there where it is might think I'm a bit weird. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm being a bit too negative about it. Maybe I should just do it and see what happens. So, back to the painting again, because I keep drifting off talking about other things. I'm using this tiny little brush to paint the grass. But before I use this brush, I actually tried a fan brush and I failed miserably. I cut the section out of the video, so you can't see me doing that. Maybe I should have left it in so you could see the fails as well. But I got this little brush and I think it did quite well. It gave me the look that I wanted anyway. I think this painting took me about 3 or 4 hours to do. I think I'm going to create some more miniature paintings, and I'll definitely record them so you can all see. Maybe I might do different mediums, or I'll have to see. I'll have to see what I feel like doing at the time. I think that would be fun to do. Yeah, I think I'd better write that one down as well then. So I'm at the point in this painting where I'm just blending the path into the grass. Blending the path into the grass. Maybe the word merge might be better. I just wanted to show the grass overlapping the path. That's better. And you just saw me use a different brush to mix that painting a bit, because this tiny little brush is I can't mix anything with it, so I had to use a bigger brush. And I'm actually at the point now where I'm just finishing off some touches there. Or did I say that the wrong way around? You know what I mean. Anyway. And I did turn the palette around the other way so you can see me picking the paint up and putting it on. And I just wanted to just put some real darks on those trunks just to bring the contrast out of that a little bit better. And while I was talking there, you can hear me fiddling around in the background there. Just ignore it. So I've almost finished. I'm just going to paint a few loose branches in there, and then I'm going to show what I'm going to do next with this painting. So I wanted to make a little frame for this picture, and I made it out of card, and I used some pattern scissors to create nice edges. And then I just literally glued the picture onto the card, which you'll be seeing in a minute. And I let the painting dry for 24 hours. I mean, gouache does dry quicker than that, but I just left it overnight anyway. And then I protected the painting with Dorland's wax medium. And it helps to stop the painting getting reactivated with water. Because even though this is dry, if I put water in it right now, it will reactivate it. And the medium makes the painting look dark to start off with, but then it takes quite a few days to dry, and then it will look just the same as it was when you finish painting it. And as you can see, when you're seeing me rubbing it on my painting, it's not damaging my painting at all. It's not mixing any colours. The painting just stays where it is. And the medium, it feels like I'm putting Vaseline on my painting. And that's the consistency of it as well, the thickness of it. That's what that feels like. So thank you for watching my video to the end. And I'll see you next time. Bye.